Bands. Yeah. Benny Bands. Yeah. It's the Culture Show. Woo! Woo! What's up, peoples? It's your boy Benny Bands. That's right, the host for the Culture Show. And yeah, today, man, I got a good friend of mine, you know what I'm saying? Been knowing him for a long time, man. He goes by Corey OWSLEY, but y'all might know him as AKA C Rowdy, AKA Corey the Car Guy, AKA promoting all these comedy shows, man. What's good with you, fam?
What's good with you, man?
My guy. You know what I'm saying? You in the building, man.
I'm in the building, man. Happy to be here. Appreciate it.
Happy to be here, man. Let's talk about this comedy show you got coming up. When is this comedy show?
It's November 27th on a Saturday, Thanksgiving weekend, and it's at the Clarion Hotel, 1950 Newtown Pike. We're going to turn up real big.
Turn up real big, man. You know what I'm saying? So who you got coming to the show, man?
So I got opening act. I got LaRonda Clay. She goes by LC Funny. And then we got Larry Starks. Both of them are superstar hometown comedians.
No doubt, no doubt.
And then we got movie star comedian Joe Torre. Flying in from Los Angeles. Gonna come and bless us with a whole bunch of comedy. We're gonna turn up real big.
Right. So what was? I know putting this show together. Just getting Joe Torre by itself is probably, you know what I'm saying, a little bit added turmoil that you didn't want to do, but putting this show together, what's some of all the bumps and bruises you've been through trying to put this show together, man? And from a promoter standpoint, because there's a lot of promoters out here, and I know that they go through things. You got some shiesty ones, you got some ones that's on the up and up, you got some that play the fence. You know what I mean? So just from your perspective as a promoter, what were some of the things you had to go through to put this show together?
Well, it really wasn't too hard as far as putting the show together.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it for a while.
Right.
And what I wanted to do, and I try to give myself enough time to actually create the show. And first I went around and I found out the venue that I wanted to do it at to hopefully it'll be enough size for the guy coming in town.
Right.
And then I went to go after a big name comedian, and like in this town right here, Lexington, Kentucky, they really ain't gonna come out unless it's a big guy,
right.
a big guy, and I want to do it big. So I went after an icon, one of my favorite comedians of all time, Joe Torre. So I called up my guy in Atlanta. And we chopped it up a little bit. Next thing you know, I'm on the phone with Joe Torre in Los Angeles, and it was a dream. And we chopped it up, and we actually got numbers on the first day.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We got numbers on the first day.
You had to talk to his lawyer, agent, or nothing. No hassling back and forth. First number stuck.
It was not the first number, not the first number. So and once I told him it's going to be at the Clarion Hotel, it's going to be at the ballroom, he was like, "That's not my ballroom price."
Right,
so I threw him a price.
Right,
so luckily he was still patient with me, and we got to numbers, and it was a deal, and. Got the cash app and everything like that. We chopped it up. We switched it over to email, and then he sent me the rider over. And then I looked at the rider. We both signed it. Boom. I sent him deposit money. He sent me back. It's a go. Boom. Then it was on.
So let's speak about that rider though.
All right.
I know a lot of entertainers, man. They want crazy stuff. Outlandish stuff. You know what I'm saying? Is his okay, or is it out the ordinary?
Nah, so luckily, he's a Joe Torre. He's an icon in the game. He's an OG, and more or less, I think he's probably looking out for me. So his rider ain't stupid crazy.
Right.
He's been out a long time. Him and Cedric the Entertainer actually grew up together in St. Louis, and went to Hollywood together. So they've been in the game a long time.
So he didn't want no. He ain't want no 18 bottles of Moet, Ace of Spades.
He ain't even tripping, but it's gonna be in his room.
It's gonna be in his room anyway. He's gonna look out for him.
It's gonna be in his room.
You gonna get him the bottle or the case?
Oh, I mean,
couple bottles in between. Yeah. No doubt. Hey, so how do you come across the name Corey the Car Guy?
So I used to do music, so I used to go by C Rowdy. Back in the day, dropped about 4 or 5 mixtapes, and I fell into the car business and started selling cars. Got lucky and actually sold cars for about 17 years, and until I jumped out 3 years ago. But about 6 years ago, about 2015, I was selling cars at a place called Cartown Kia, and that's in Nicholasville Road. And they gave me an opportunity to come down there and sell cars. And it was like slow when I got down there.
Right. You don't know too much right now.
Yeah, it was slow. It was slow when I got down there, and I guess the advertisement was slow and stuff like that.
Right.
So I wanted to make some money, and I was super hungry. So I said, you know what? So you know how the owner of the car dealership, he'll be like out in front on a Saturday morning. You turn on your TV and you see the owner, and they're like running cars through the dealership, and they're talking about them and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm used to being in front of the camera and doing music and stuff like that. So I'm all cool with that.
No doubt.
Yeah. So what I did was I would have one of my salesman associates come outside with me, and I would just have them film me showing a car, showing the basics of a car, and then I just started loading it up on Facebook and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Started getting hits, and it started going crazy.
No doubt.
And I just started going by Corey the Car Guy at that point, like 2015, and I'm like all about the people. And like I got a saying, one of my sayings is like, hey, I don't care if you clean toilets for a living. You should still be riding home like a boss. So you know what I'm saying? So like for me, like it's all about the people. It's all about the people. It's all about making people feel good about themselves and feel comfortable about their life, and like no matter what kind of job you got, like I want them to feel good and feel comfortable. And so like a customer come in, and if they like you, and they'll buy anything from you.
I know I know the owner was hate to see you go, man. You start moving cars like that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Corey, and it just stuck. You know what I'm saying? You still messing with the cars?
I'm still doing car flips, but from that point, I started getting an idea. So and like not only that, just doing my own videos and putting them on the internet. I used to hang out a lot in the service department. So a lot of customers, they would come in and they be complaining about their vehicle, what's going on. So I go chop it up with them, see what's going on. I get the ticket from the service writer, and I find out like exactly what's going on with their car. So they tell me they got this going on, they got that going on, they got that going on.
Yeah.
So they tell me like what their payments are. So their payments might be like $350 a month. So then by the time I asked them like, so when's the last time they got the brakes done?
Right.
So when's the last time you got an oil change, or transmission flush, or this is going on, so that's going on. So they tell me all this maintenance they're doing on their vehicle, and that's the reason why they're in the service department. So I started calculating things up. So some of these customers, and they thinking they paying like $350 a month, they're actually paying $500 a month because they're doing so much maintenance to their vehicles.
Right.
So I was like, hey, what if I take you out of this car? You're paying you're doing all this maintenance, and you're in the service department every month, because I've seen you like 3 times here. Take you out of that car, put you in this car, and keep you at the same payment where you think you're at.
Right.
What would you do it? They was like, yeah. So I, follow me. So then I take them over and get them in another vehicle.
Yeah.
And also when I was hanging out in the back, I would see like all these tires, because like customers would come in like. They're having like some kind of like crazy riding in their vehicle, and a lot of times it might be on like one tire or something like that. So the manager would be like, "Hey Corey, why don't you take this lady to the back, and go see about her tires?"
Right.
So then we would get then we take her to the back, and she might be complaining, "My whole family's bought a car here before. Y'all need to fix my car. Excuse me." So we take them to the back. So we get her like a whole set of tires. So I see like all these tires in the back. They're waiting on like out of town people from Louisville or Cincinnati or whatever to come in and buy these old tires. So I was like, So a light bulb came to mind.
Yeah.
Right. So I started getting an idea as I started to make my escape out of the car business. Escape out of the car business. So
tires.
The tire game. Yeah. So we started working it out. So they had me go get my LLC, my business license, everything, recycle license, everything like that to deal with the tires. So we did that. So I started to buy a bunch of the tires from the car dealerships. And I worked at several car dealerships before. So then I got another idea. So then I started calling up the managers and the other guys at the other car dealerships that I started working at. that I used to work at, and next thing you know, in my garage at the house, I had like 500 tires
In the garage.
in the garage. So we was having issues with car dealerships. So some months I'll sell 30, 40 cars and make some money, and then the next month they say we can't get this deal done, we can't get that deal done. So I was like, I gotta get out of here.
Right.
So we parted company, and I got all these tires in my garage. So I don't even have a tire machine or nothing. So I took pictures of them and I loaded them up on Facebook, Marketplace, and all that kind of stuff. And not even putting tires on, no garage, nothing like that. The first day I sold 17 tires, selling them at like $20 a piece, and I made like $340 in one day.
Being a hustler. A hustler always gonna get some money.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like who would think you can sell tires and not even put them on, not even know how to put them on, and everybody thought I was crazy. So I'm like, okay, so maybe this is a fluke.
Yeah.
So the next day, it happened again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, it's my work.
It's my work. It's
So
the action right
so I went from the garage to storage facilities in 2 months. And then after that, I got a building within the third month of doing this. And I've been open, and so now, so for the past like almost 3 years, I've been leasing a building that's a 4,000 square foot building, and I've been in business. And Used Tire Pros has been in business, and I had an LLC for 43 months.
That's hustling,
right
people.
now, 43 months.
He went from selling cars to now I'm just gonna sell you the tires for the cars. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even have a clue. He just gave y'all the blueprint on some game if you want to get in the car business or sell some tires or anything. You know what I mean? So speaking of cars, man, what what's some of the music you listening to now?
Oh man, I mean, I'm listening to everything still. Erykah Badu, of course, Jigga, that's my guy.
No doubt.
Wayne, Moneybag.
Anybody new?
Moneybag.
Moneybag knew you.
Moneybag Yo, Lil Baby, The Baby.
Yeah.
Cardi B, Saweetie.
Is Lil Baby the GOAT right now?
Doja Cat's hard. She's hard. Lil Baby.
Is he the best right? Is he the GOAT right now?
He's look, Lil
right now, and it's for this era, for right now.
Lil Baby, The Baby, and Moneybag Yo. I don't think anybody's out working them right now.
Right.
They just working hard. They stay on their grind. They hungry. It seems like they're appreciative of their opportunity, and they just working hard. They just, you gotta appreciate that.
No doubt.
And the more you work hard, the better you get.
Exactly.
The more opportunities you get, and the more people will want to work with you.
So you say you used to do music. That's when you would see Rowdy.
Yeah.
You still doing music? You got any future plans for the music?
Actually, I've been back in the studio lately, so I got a couple new records. I got coming out, and I'll be performing a couple of them in my Joe Torre comedy show on November 27th, 2001, Clarion Hotel. Doors open at 7, so get there early.
Okay, he gonna perform. He gonna give you some music. He gonna give you some comedy. You know what I mean? He gonna give you everything. You know what I mean?
Still going up.
Yeah, what else you got going on, man? They say you selling jump ropes and stuff, man, over there on the side of Salvation Army there, man.
I mean, I ain't, but it's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Yeah, man, all hustles, man.
So right now, so I got 5 businesses going. So I got of course Used Tire Pros, and that's at 1408 Leestown Road. And I'm also the only black U-Haul franchise dealer in all of Fayette County.
Hold on, quick story, man. Check this out, man. My man, I pull up. He tells me, hey, man, jump in. Jump in what? The U-Haul truck. We're going to park it around the corner. I said, huh? I get in the U-Haul. We go around here and park it. I said, man, what you doing with this U-Haul? You move? He said, no, I own them. I said, boy, you a bad motherfucker, yo.
Yeah. So let me tell you what happened with that. So I used to pay my one buddy. He had a pickup truck to come and help me go pick up the tires. Yeah. So I was going to get more and more tires, so I had to start renting U-Haul trucks. Mm-hmm. So, man, I was going to rent U-Haul trucks like every other day. So one day I'm in there, and they like, don't you have a shop somewhere? I'm like, yeah. So they're like, you ought to see about like trying to get your own U-Haul franchise. I'm like, what? How do I do that?
Right.
So they called the area manager, so they called me up. Next thing you know, they got me in U-Haul University online. So I'm back in school online for 3 months, taking classes, and paid a little money. Next thing you know, I got a 20-year contract with U-Haul out of Arizona, and man, they pulled up with 5 trucks, and that was about 36 months ago.
Oh man, you booming.
You know what I'm saying?
You looking for 5 more, ain't
I'm
you?
looking for 5 more. I'm looking for 5 more. You know what I'm saying? So along with that, so the tires, the U-Haul truck. So I also own Corey's Printing. I got a printing company also, and I'm still messing with the cars. I'm still doing car flips, and I'm back in the entertainment game, but not more of the rapping, more producing comedy
shows and stuff like that.
Bringing artists in, putting people on. You know.
So after this show coming up the 27th, what other shows? What other names you thinking about bringing?
So right after this one, February the 12th, I have Adele Givens, and she's a hometown hero. She's been in Def Comedy Jam. I got the hookup with Master P. Mm-hmm. She's one of the original queens of comedy with Monique and some more, and there's another lady that I'm leaving out. But she's from Lexington, and she's going to be coming and performing for me, and that's February 12th. And that's actually Valentine's weekend, and it's also Super Bowl weekend as well. And it's going to be on a Saturday.
Double whammy.
And it's going a double whammy, and it's going to be on a Saturday at the Clarion as well. So we're going up that day too. So I can't wait. Man. It's definitely a blessing.
He got a lot of things going, man. I don't even think he's sleeping, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't noticed, man. He's looking real Beverly over here. You know what I'm saying? All right, you know what I'm saying? Got a little bling on, man. Showing me up, man. Damn, man.
You got to put a rollie out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gonna look real crispy on the 27th too, huh?
You know, put the tuxedo.
Tuxedo,
and I got my homegirl. I forgot my homegirl Shayna. Shouts out to my homegirl 107.9 The Beat. It ain't what they say, it's what Shayna say. So if you ain't hip to her, you might want to tune into the radio, because her and I will be on stage hosting together at the Joe Torre Comedy Show, Corey Car Guy and Shayna. So we're going up.
Okay, Shayna. I want to see what Shayna got to say, too.
Yeah. Hey, whatever she got to say, I'm going to agree with her. I'm going to agree with her.
No doubt, man. Going up. Hey, man, tell the people, man, how they can contact you, follow you, sit all your socials or whatever, man.
So you can look me up on Facebook, Corey OWSLEY. It's my whole name, Corey OWSLEY, OWSLEY. Look me up on Facebook mostly. That's where you can find me at 1408 Leestown Road. Used Tire Pros, Mr. Riding Home Like a Boss. So that's where I'm at.
It's Corey OWSLEY, man, a.k.a. C. Rowdy, a.k.a. Corey the Car Guy, a.k.a. the promoter, man. You know what I mean? A.k.a. he print T-shirts, flyers, you know what I'm saying? He do it all, man. You know what I mean? Yo, man, it was a pleasure talking to you, bro.
I appreciate it, brother.
My man, I'm your boy Benny Benz, the host of The Culture Show, and we out. Yeah.
Hey, it's your boy Corey the Car Guy. I don't care if you clean toilets for a living. You should still be riding home like a boss.
Like a boss.
Benny Benz, it's The Culture Show.